In this video, you will learn how to install the C303-D-P in the ceiling. When opening the box, you find the installation manual, the through ceiling rose, the tri-element microphone array. Remove the cover of the enclosure and take out the microphone array cable, the accessory bags, which contains the dual lock fastening strip, securing ring, the Firestop cable grommet, the Allen key wrench, a grounding wire with an eye connector, 2 cable ties, eye bolt and extra screw, the safety cable and locking device. And finally, the CDT3 Dante PoE interface with Phoenix connectors and the Plenum rated ceiling enclosure. Drill a 5/8 of an inch hole through the ceiling material. In a suspended ceiling, you will need to cut out the hole at least 3 inches from the tile rails to make the positioning of the Plenum rated enclosure easier. After removing the flange nut, insert the threaded part of the ceiling rose through the hole in the ceiling and bottom of the enclosure. Hand tighten the flange nut to secure the ceiling rose and enclosure to the ceiling. Pass the unterminated end of the microphone cable through the ceiling rose and set the desired length. Lock the cable in place by securing it with a cable tie. Connect the tri-element microphone array to the tiny Q connector on the end of the microphone cable. Please refer to the Phoenix Block Mic In pin identification on the CDT3 to connect the color-coded wires to the Phoenix terminal connector. At this time, connect the supply grounding wire to the same ground pin as the microphone cable ground wire, named Ground Black. Finally, connect the 5-core RGB ceiling rose cable to the TS Phoenix connector. Please refer to the manual for wire color code legend. If using a conduit, you will need to remove the cap from the 1 1/8 of an inch hole for conduit and install it on the 1 inch hole. Then, install the conduit with proper fitting and bring the Cat 5e cable or better to the Plenum rated enclosure through the conduit. If using the Firestop grommet, snap together a 2-piece grommet around the Plenum rated Cat 5e cable with the lip pointing away from the end of the cable, leaving approximately 6 inches. Loosen the 2 Allen screws on the securing ring with the supplied Allen key wrench, then line up the ring with the uncapped hole inside the enclosure. Insert the 6 inch of cable and grommet through, pushing it all the way in. Lock the grommet in place by tightening the 2 Allen screws. Connect the Phoenix connectors to the CDT3 and the RJ45 connector to the Dante PoE port. Remove one of the protective strip on the self-adhesive dual lock fastener and stick it to the bottom of the CDT3. Remove the second protective strip and stick the unit to the bottom of the enclosure. Roll up the remainder of the mic cable and leave inside the ceiling enclosure. Close the cover of the ceiling box using 3 of the 4 screws and the supplied eye bolt for the safety cable. You will need to make sure to ground the box with the supplied wire to one of the screws. Screw down the nut of the eye bolt to seal the enclosure. Attach the hook of the safety cable to the eye bolt. Insert the other end of the safety cable through one side of the locking device. Loop the cable around the ceiling truss or any structure capable of supporting 3 kilograms or more and insert through the other side of the locking device. Pull up the slack on the safety cable. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit our website at www.clockaudio.com.